Charlene is a seasoned entrepreneur with over 23 years experience and serves entrepreneurs. Oh, I lost my place. Sorry. She serves entrepreneurs with speed to solutions surrounding their everyday business and life. So, Charlene, it is your turn. Take it away, my friend.
We are so happy to be here. Thanks, everyone. I know that networking is so powerful and we don't want to come back into the room, but I promise you this, 2 guarantees. 1, that during this second session, you are going to have a shift, that you're going to be more magnetized than ever about money. And 2, that you're actually going to walk away with more than one thing that you can take action on today. So this is going to be worth your time here with all of us today. And I've got some goodies in the chat. My team is posting for me so that I can focus on giving to you. So go ahead and take notes, copy and paste those things into your notepad that you're writing in or into your email, because we have some big surprises for you today. And I'm still going to be doing the giveaways because I have tons of more prizes. We're going to give away the $50 Ruth's Chris gift certificate. We're going to give away the blow dry bar. We're going to give away Wishing Pixies. We're going to be doing everything to make this event awesome. So thank you again. I've got my team showing the prizes there under, if you can see that picture there with the Cerebella and the blow dry bar. And so that you know, we're going to ship them out of our Salt Lake office. So excited to be here. Everyone, as you start this second session and we talk about being a money magnet, I want us to go back to our homework from yesterday. And I want us to use the chat as a tool to communicate what you learned, what you developed, maybe even what was your download from inspiration, so that you can actually be set and ready to be present in this second session. So here it is. If you have the number 1 through 5, I'm going to go through each number and put them in the chat, around the belief of what your beliefs are around selling. And I'm going to do a screen share right here. And I want you guys to put 1 through 5 as a way for us to kind of see each other as a safe place to talk about something really hard, which is money. And if you're not talking about money, you know, I just want to give you permission. And it's great to talk about money. Give yourself permission to talk about money, talk about what you want to buy with money, what freedom it gives you. So your homework yesterday, what are your beliefs around this? Okay, so ready? Number 1, you just don't know what your beliefs are. It was something that as you did your homework, you just couldn't figure it out. You just kind of were feeling like, sure, I don't really know what they are. And that's okay. I'd rather have you not know what you don't know, because then we can help you figure out what you do know and what you do want to find out. 2 is that your belief around money is telling you from experiences that shaped your vision about it. And these experiences can be anything from maybe a bankruptcy, maybe an experience when you lost your business, maybe an experience of when you won the lottery. Maybe your beliefs came from an experience. Number 3, it's belief from training and education. Some of you are financial educators, some of you are economic, majors in college. If it came from a training or an education or maybe from a book you read, that tells me that a lot of times you're going to be a knowledge seeker. So that helps me understand where you get your beliefs from. 4s, all my number 4s, you got a lot of your beliefs from your family, your upbringing, what you saw. When I was young, my grandparents were from the Depression era, and they had coffee cans in the farm we had, an acre farm. And they used to bury their money in coffee cans. And so that's how I thought you were supposed to save money, was in a coffee can and under the mattress and under the carpet and, little holes in the wall. So a lot of my influence came from my family, from my upbringing. If you're my number 5s, your beliefs around money came from a trauma experience. Some of us may have experienced a trauma where maybe our parents were controlling with money. Our spouse is controlling with money. Maybe we're controlling with money. Maybe it was just such a traumatic experience where, you lost everything, maybe in a flood. Trauma can really underline a lot of our disbeliefs or our beliefs, and even sometimes our failures in life, because our traumas kind of stick to our body. So in the chat, just go ahead and put down, where they came from, because it gives us a safe place to understand that today when we talk about how to be a money magnet, we will shift some of these thoughts so that it can come to a healthy place, a safe place to talk about money. Because if you're in business, guys, like I said yesterday, sales, hands down, is the most critical component to ensure the business, to grow your business, and to help you provide for those loved ones that you are probably working night and day for. So let's go through the chat and see what people have said. I'm really excited about this. It's going to be fun. Yep, 2, 4, and 5. I love that, Wendy. Appreciate that. Dami, I love that. You know, I love how real and honest we are, guys, because you're not going to get anything out of this unless you're being real and being able to be vulnerable here. I love that, Tish. I understand working parents. I felt like I was home a lot by myself because both of my parents worked. We lived in Hawaii. And only now I realized that I didn't really enjoy the ocean as much as a kid because I never went. We were always working. So our beliefs around money can really set the tone in why maybe we struggle in our businesses to be that money magnet. So day 2, for everyone who's got the book for my team, if not, team, go ahead and put that in the chat so they can download that. If not, go ahead and pull that up if you've got it from yesterday's meeting. Let's talk about it. What are you selling? And this is the reason why the homework yesterday is so critical, because it sets the foundation of what I want you to reframe, learn about you and yourself. What are you selling? A product or a service-based business? How many of our product-based businesses, put it in the chat? And how many of your service-based businesses? Because we're going to go a step deeper than that. Okay, what are you selling? I know for my friend Nancy, she's solving solutions. She's giving them a service, right? Meg, you're doing products and service. So you're a hybrid of both. It's awesome. Wendy, you're both. A lot of us are both products and services, and some of us will lean to one product or one service. So I want to make sure you know that what you are selling is a solution to someone's problem. So I want you to underline that, highlight that, make sure that's clear anytime you're talking about sales. What are you selling? A product or service that solves a problem. And I'm going to give you a quick example. When we go to Walmart, we know what we're looking for, right? If we're looking to put up a picture on the wall, we're looking for a solution to hang the wall, not rip the paint, not damage our frame, and something that's going to hold the weight. We know exactly what we're looking for because we're solving a problem. If you know what problem you solve, then what you are selling needs to match that solution. And I'm going to, have my friend Dami, who I love and appreciate that she's here on this call. I'm going to use her business as an example. She is selling products, she is selling service, but what she's really solving is a revenue problem that a business has with her product and service. That is the steeper level of what you are selling, everyone. So write that thought in your mind. What are you selling? Product, service-based business. But what are you really selling is a solution. And what is that solution around? Is it giving them revenue? Is it giving them time freedom? Is it making them feel less stressed about managing their meals for their families? For some of you on this call, and I'll use my friend Kim, she's solving the trauma imbalance in people's lives because they want more. So what she's really solving is she's giving people permission to want more in their life, right? Susan, I've got to use my friends in this group because I want to make sure they know how much I care about them. Susan is helping you get out of your own way when you're talking about abundance. That is what she's selling. She's not selling her service. She's not selling the product. She's selling that emotion. She's selling that solution. So when you're talking about what you are selling, I want you to go ahead now in the chat. What are you selling, guys? It's no longer product or service. What are you selling? So I want to see the chat get full because now, guess what? Your shoppers are looking at what you're selling. How powerful is that simplicity when it comes to how to be a money magnet? You can't be a magnet if you don't know what you're attracting. Okay, Denise, visibility. Robin, confidence on camera. Do you see how different now? When someone says, what do you do? This is what I do. I provide lights in the dark. Awesome, Meg. And the more clear you can get, the more clear you can use maybe a sentence to describe what you're selling, the easier your customer will make the decision whether to buy from you or not buy from you. I like that, Wendy, teaching people to quote to enjoy a hobby. I love that. Remember, this has to go deeper than what you're thinking. It's the emotion and frustration that your customer is going through. Okay, peace, freedom, joy, connection, love that. Solution for women to look beautiful, selling your life that you always wanted, okay? I want you to think about that when you're thinking about what you're selling. Get deeper. All right. What problem does your product or service solve? Now the chat's going to get a little wild because a lot of times we figure out we can solve a lot of problems. I get that. But there's got to be one problem you solve, because you can't throw spaghetti on the wall, hope something sticks. Your customer is looking, right, for the right hinge to hang that on the wall, to make sure that the paint doesn't peel, that the frame doesn't crack. I mean, you got this customer who's just thinking deeply about solving their problem. What does your product or service solve? What does your product or service solve? Okay. When you think about Nike, what is the theme? What's the theme that everyone knows Nike for? That's right, Kim. Just do it. They're not selling shoes. They're not selling a t-shirt. They're selling the idea you can do anything you put your mind to. That is a magnet for you to attract clients, whether it's your branding, whether it's your podcast, whether it's your email marketing. You have to realize, what problem does your product or service solve? Just do it. That's right, Wendy, Denise. That's right. Awesome. So what problem does your product or service solve? And so in the chat, guys, what is the problem that your product or service solves? Okay. And I'll use Wendy because she's my friend, and I
There's
love
nothing
this.
anybody can do, because apparently I can't do jack shit today.
Okay, well, there you go. We're having a come to Jesus moment there. So Wendy, you know, and I
Melted
love,
butter all over my fucking laptop and phone.
oh my gosh. Okay, that's okay. We still love you. You're here and real. We love that. So Wendy, one of the things that I love, yep, showing people doesn't need to be intimidating. Huge. Or they want to find a way to spend time with their family. They want to make memories. That's what's going to sell your quilting. That's right. Write that down, Wendy. That's my marketing gift to you today. Wendy, you know, I'm a big fan of yours. Making memories, guys. How many people go to Disneyland every year to make memories? It's a $1 trillion industry for making memories. Does your product or service solve that problem? I can't find time to spend time with my kids. I feel guilty as a mom. I'm always working, but this will help me make memories. Do you see how you shift your brand and your quality of service to be at a whole nother level? This is where your customer is shopping. Because guess what, guys? There is a sea of white t-shirts at Walmart, Banana Republic, Old Navy, The Gap. But guess who wins? The brand that sells the solution. They want quality. You want to feel good. I want to look good. I want my friends to know I have money. It's a pride thing. It's a status thing. That's what those brands sell. Because the same white t-shirt sold in all those stores. Just depends what brand you're buying it from. Okay. I hope that is just the drop the mic feeling, the aha moment. You need to just take that business to the next level, because you're not serving anyone. If you can't get your messaging right, you can't be this money magnet. No one's going to buy your product. Therefore, you're not going to help anyone solve problems. I know. I just feel like we are entrepreneurs, guys. We solve big problems in our little towns. And how do we do that? By getting this right, by being a money magnet yourself in your business. All right. How does this solution help you in your business? Now, this is where a lot of people get kind of this, oh, sure, I want to serve people, but I feel bad for asking for money. I feel bad because I shouldn't charge so much. I want to help everyone. I get it. You know what? Everyone gets into business because we want to serve someone. But here's the 3 main facts I want to get just down and dirty. 1, you can't serve anyone if you're not serving yourself. Just like the old adage, you can't serve anyone if you're sick, right? Take care of your health because you can't take care of anyone. So you have to put yourself in a situation where there is a fair exchange between you and the client, you and your customer. Because if you don't help yourself because you're busy giving to everybody else, guess who's going to be left with no food, no opportunity, and all this time spent? You. And then you just give up. This is why entrepreneurs quit, because they forget to take care of themselves. Okay. The second thing I want to make sure that's done. Yes, Kim, boom, right there. Let's just all realize this. You're not going to help anyone, guys, in business if you're willing to give it all away for free. Second thing, this is a highlight, underline, big circle around. No one values anything you do if they're not going to give something up for it. You know, one of my mentors told me this one time. said, sure, I can speak to everyone and show up on stage and give them everything. But unless they pay for it, they're not going to want to commit and change. So I'm not doing them any good because I'm just giving it away for free. And I said, that's the aha moment that all of us as entrepreneurs need to realize. We're not any good unless we're charging away, providing a way for them to sacrifice. That's right, Nancy, skin in the game. And a lot of times, guys, you're so afraid to charge because you don't know how much people, you know what? When they have a broken arm, guess how much you're willing to pay to go to the ER? Thousands of dollars. If you got a hose broke, right, in your kitchen and your kitchen is flooding, how much are you willing to pay that plumber? Thousands of dollars. So use that analogy as you talk about this part of my presentation today is how much is your customer willing to pay to solve their problem? If they know that you're the solution to their $10,000 problem, guess what? They're willing to pay. And if they're not willing to pay, guess what, guys? They're not your customer. Highlight, underline that, and circle that. Because no one else is going to take what you're doing and actually commit to changing it because they're too much into the free. They're too much in the, oh, why don't you just give it to me? Can't you work with me and figure this out? You know what? All the knowledge and education I have to do in the last 23 years, guys, came at a sacrifice that I had to do in order to be there for my client. It didn't happen overnight, right? I had to have bumps and bruises. Nothing else happens unless I'm willing to make the first investment in myself. Okay. The third thing, and this is where you're going to separate yourself from the hobbyists to the business owners. And this is just fact, is you're willing to find the power of no in your business because that's where you're going to find the yeses. No, I have value. I know that this price may make you feel uncomfortable, make you feel like, where am I going to get it? Well, you'll solve your problem, whether it's with me or someone else. You see how the power no gives you permission to say yes to the clients that really want to help solve themselves and their problems. A lot of times we're too afraid to bet on ourselves because we're so worried about what they think. Now, I want to be realistic. You know, there are some things in life that are kind of ridiculous where someone says, you know, Char, a pair of socks, they're $35, but they're made by this company. They're going to last me 3 years. They're wool. My feet are going to stay warm during the winter. I'm willing to pay $35 because it solves my problems. I don't have to buy 10 more socks. I don't have to keep going to the store. Do you see how the value is placed on the person's willingness to solve their problem and how big is their problem? So when you say, how does this solution help you in your business? In all of your messaging and marketing, make sure you talk about their problem. Make sure you make that problem so juicy that they're just like, oh my gosh, she knows exactly what I'm going through. I need to buy this product or service because it's going to solve my problem. And I know you're like, let's lead with positivity, Char. Let's lead with all this. I get it. But no one buys positivity. You know what people buy? Solutions to problems. How many amens can I get in the chat right now? How many of you buy solutions to your own problems? I better get all these amens. You see that, Wendy? Amen. That's right. Amen. I just want us to be successful, guys. You got to understand, my coaching clients get this. They're like, when Char says something, you just listen and write it down because her heart is in it. And that's what I'm here for, is to give to you what's been given to me, because I know it's going to be the bridge that you need to build for you to get over yourself and the problems you have in your business. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Tish. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Maria. I just want you to know, stop being afraid and playing small because you're so worried what everyone else is going to think. Because those little voices in your head, right? That little critic is just giving you all the reasons why you shouldn't. Great. Tell that voice, I understand you're here to make me feel safe. You're here to make sure I don't make a mistake. You're here to warn me that I went through bankruptcy already. You can't make this happen again. But just say, I'm a different person now. I'm a different person than I was when I went through that experience. Just like those beliefs, guys. You are a different person than who you were then, because today you are at WEN Summit learning from all of these experts. You're going to hear from Susan and Kim. You're going to hear from Doug. You're going to hear from all these experts who just want to pour into you. All you have to do is show up today and make those sacrifices. But no one's going to give you what you want. You've got to show up for yourself. Okay? So how does this solution help you in your business? Take care of you. My 3 pointers. Highlight, underline that, circle it, put it on your desk. put it on your phone. I don't know what you have to do, but if you need a reminder to reprogram your thinking, to reframe this belief that you had from homework day 1, then this is the start. You are going to shift. Not because someone told you, because you chose this for yourself. I only work with people who want to choose, who want to have power of their choices. I don't want to have to convince you. I don't want to have to drag you. I just want you to choose. So if you're going to choose anything, guys, bet on yourself. Bet on who you are, why you're here. And I'm going to make this little disclaimer. I have a coaching client. She came to me on referral and she said, Char, I've got a baking business. I have lots of stores. I've had national publicity. And I said, this is awesome. I think this is great. I want you to be totally happy about this. And she said, I'm not. And I said, oh, what's going on? She said, Char, I can't make my rent. I'm paying too much for my kitchen. I can't make ends meet. I'm struggling. And I said, but you've got all this going. And she says, I know, but I'm still struggling. And I said, you know what you're going to do? You're going to go get a part-time job to cover your responsibility, because you are responsible for yourself. You're not a victim. And you're going to take that part-time job, still run your bakery at night on the hours that you're not working. And guess what, guys? She listened to me. She took care of herself because she wouldn't have a baking business today. There's no shame in that. You have to find the solutions to solve your own problems so you can then help other people solve their problems. And why today has she been featured in her recipes or all over Instagram? Why is she today being published in these different magazines? Because she dropped her pride and the idea she needed to know it all and actually took a step in the dark and actually bet on herself so that she can now deliver these experiences and memories through her food, through the stories of her upbringing, from her family, from her Jewish heritage. Those are the stories, guys, that have people commit into you because you believe. Okay. Yes, Doug, invest in you, right? There's this power when you say, I matter. I count. I'm important. And that's not arrogance. I don't care if someone tells you, oh, wow, you're a little bragging. That's not your circle. Get rid of them. Wow, it looks like you're too much on your high life there. Those are sometimes the people want to bring you down. So I want to give you this gift, guys, that your circle of influence, right, is going to make a huge difference. This is why you're here at the WEN Summit. You want to surround yourselves with people who've done what you want, who are living the life that you want, who have the freedom to do the things that they want. All right. How's that so far, guys? Do you feel the shift? I want ones if you felt the shift, 2, you didn't feel any shift, because then I got to work harder. I got to work that much harder. I want to hear some ones in the chat. If you've had a shift, I want that for you. And my team knows I want that more than anything else for everyone. I love that, Nancy. Oh, yes. I love that, Wendy. Oh, I love that. Give to yourself, guys. The ones are going to make it. Now, if some of you felt like, Char, this is scary. It is going to be scary. Char, this is hard. It's going to be hard. Don't fool yourself. What do you think this is? Change is hard. Changing your habits, shifting who you are is hard. But guess what, guys? It's possible. And that's what I coach on. That's what I want you to do, is I want you to know that it's possible. It is possible for you. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm spending my time in pouring into you today, because it's just the gift I've been given, and I want to give that. I want to make sure you guys see in the chat, this is another gift I want to give to you. I am doing a 5-day boot camp on Social Seller CEO. But to get in is not just to sign up on a link. You actually have to email me from today's event, and you will be let in with a workbook, a private Facebook group with only lives in there about how to build your business on a social seller CEO level. You are all CEOs on your business. This 5-day boot camp literally be 1 hour every day, starting October 11th, and it's for me to pour into you. This is just the start. You shifting is the start of you being willing to step into that next step, which is to become truly a social seller solely online with strategies that have worked to grow 6 and 7 figures. Now, I know for you people who go, Char, I'm just trying to make $5,000 a month. Don't talk to me about 6 figures. I get it. Let's just start where you are. Don't worry about getting it perfect, everybody. Okay? Go ahead and email me. Send me the one thing that you want to do as a social seller CEO. 2, the third page of this homework, which each one of you got, I'm actually going to do a Facebook Live in my group, Purpose and Profit, and my link's in there. And I want you guys to come in, and that will be on Sunday morning, because the third page, guys, is really going to be where you've had the entire WEN Summit experience. You've been able to grow and learn, and now you're just like bursting at the seams because you want to teach the world everything you know, and you want to build your business. So I want to let you settle in from all the WEN Summit, give you a chance to just take a break, let your body just kind of let go so that you can receive more. So go ahead and do that. It's in the chat. Thanks, team, for making that possible. I want everyone to, I just want everyone to be there. I want to give to you. Okay. So homework. This is where I feel like application is more important than me just telling you what to do, coaching you what to do. You actually have to apply it. So I want you in the WEN Summit Facebook page. Tish, go ahead and put that link in there so everyone can get to that Facebook page, WEN Summit. I want you to post there, okay, your 30-second introduction. Because after I just coached you these first couple of minutes in my presentation, all of your pitches should change. None of you should have the same pitch you walked into this room with, because you're solving a problem. You're a solution that is going to know the pain of your customer more than ever now. And you're going to be able to emotionally feel that commitment. Because guess what, guys? People don't commit on what you know. They commit on what you feel and transfer in that communication about how much you want to solve their problem. So post your 30-second intro, okay, in the WEN Summit Facebook page and put it in there. That is your homework today. And I want to see all 28 of you on there. Team, can you take a screenshot of who's in the chat so I can see who actually put it in there? And then I'll do a special drawing on my Sunday live for them. If you could do that for me, that would be great. I really appreciate that. And Tish, if you could put the link to that Facebook page, the WEN Summit, in there, that would be great. I just want you to know, guys, what shifts you're experiencing right now is the awareness that your body is saying, change, it's safe. This is good for me. I want to change. I want to do more. Because if you can't shift and change, you can't help your clients. And why are you in business if you can't help anyone? Oh yes, 30-second video even, Becky, go for it. Get wild, guys. If you have the courage to do a live, do the live. Do a little live in there, do a little video if you have to do the Zoom thing because you want to tweak it. Doesn't matter. Go in there. I'm going to give all of those people who do that, you're going to be entered in. I'm trying to think of the prize because it's that juicy. Go ahead and put that in there. And it's only for those people who actually take up me on this homework challenge. Okay. All right, Dami. All right, Haley, I want to see you in there. I want to see a 30-second introduction and the shifts that you just had in this presentation. Okay. So I've got to get off of this session. Just before I leave, I'm going to do a couple of prizes. We're going to do the $50 Roots Chris. I've got 85 people now who've liked and engaged with my post. So I'm going to pick whoever this winner is, let my team know. They'll get your information and we'll ship it out to you. Okay, I have my list and I'm going to not look. Okay. Susan Erickson, you won the $50 Roots Chris gift card, my friend. How fun is that? And then Agnes or Jessica, get her information so we can send it over.
Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, one more. I got two more prizes. I got to do it. Wishing Pixies. This is a actual app plus product that helps you and your children or your grandchildren actually help them have self-esteem, get confidence, and actually change the world from your home to the world instead of the world changing your child. Can't have that anymore. We got to change our children in our homes. Okay, there's a boy and a girl, so I'm going to give away both right now. Okay. Okay, Jennifer Wave. That person won. I love that, Jen. And I got one more. Dawn Marie. So if you're in here, go ahead and let my team know and we'll send it over to you. I'm so excited. Thanks so much for letting me be here again. I mean, I just really have a great time. I love it. I love having winners. It's awesome. I'm going to look for these lives today and I'm going to make sure that we get a special prize. I'll put it in there for the giveaway. I'm going to make one juicy and juicy and juicy. Thanks everyone so much. And look forward to seeing you on my 5-day challenge as the CEO of social selling.